Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Bharinishwar Radha Bharinishwar Radhe Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe Jaya Radha Gopijana Vallabha Radha Gopijana Vallabha Radhe Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Vrindavana Dham Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Srila Prabhupada ki Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Pravajakacarya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Krishna Kripamurti Srila Prabhupada ki Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Pravajakacarya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Shri Hardas Thakur ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Swami Kunda Radha Kunda Girivardhan ki Gangamayi ki Yamuna Devi ki Bhakti Devi ki तुलसी देवी की समावेत भक्तवृंद की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की मथुरा वृंदावन बाप की मायापुर नवद्वीप की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की और ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज और ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज और ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज और ग्लोरीज टू श्री श्री गुरु एंड श्री गौरंगा चैतन्य महाप्रभु की ऊंचाई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today's session of Srimad Bhagavatam. Today I have been very fortunate actually. Morning 5:30 to 6:30 I was giving a class on Srimad Bhagavatam for Mysore ISKCON, and after that I am here. The Lord and the temple management, I thank them from the bottom of my heart for giving me this opportunity. There is no Sukriti which is greater than glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of all the devotees. Correct? This is the greatest fortune. There is nothing more in the whole world than this. This is what I feel. Hare Krishna. Today we are trying to understand from Canto 4, Chapter 3, text number 5 to 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 shlokas. Okay. So I will be reciting the shlokas, then one by one, some 4 or 5 people will recite each shloka. Tadupashritya nabasi ke charana. Okay. तदुपाश्रित्य नाभासि के चरणां प्रजापतिं सती दाक्षायिणी देवी पितृयज्ञमहोत्सवम् व्रजन्ति सर्वतो दिव्या उत देवावरा स्त्रियः विमानयानसा प्रेष्टा निष्काकण्ठी सुवाससा दृष्ट्वा स्वानीलयाभ्यासे लोकाशीर्मृष्टकुण्डला पतिं भूता पतिं देवम् औत्सुक्यादभयभासता। सती उवाच प्रजापतस्ते स्वासुरस्य सम्प्रताम् प्रजापतस्ते स्वासुरस्य सम्प्रतम् निर्यापितो यज्ञमहोत्सवा किल वयं च तत्र शरणागमवामते वयं च तत्रापि शरामवामते यदार्थितां विबोध व्रजन्ति यदि अर्हितानि विबोध व्रजति. Last shloka. तस्मिन् भगिन्यो मम भर्तृभिः स्वकैर् ध्रुवं गमिष्यन्ति सुहृद्दृक्षवः अहं च तस्मिन् भवताधिकामयि सहोपनीतं परिबार्हमर्हितुम्. Now one person can recite one shloka. 5 people will get chance to recite each shloka. So the first one, 4.3.5. भजन्ति सर्वतो दिव्या उपदेवा वरास्त्रिया वामनायान सप्रेष्टा निष्काकन्ते सुवाससः. लोलाक्षीर्मुष्टकुण्डलाः पतिं भूता पतिं देवम् आस्तुत्यादभ्याय भासता. प्रजाप्यतस्ते प्रथम निर्यापितो यज्ञमहोत्सवः किल वयं च तत्राभिसरामवामते यदि अर्हितानि विबुधा व्रजन्ति. Last. तस्मिन् भगिन्यो मम भारतिभिः स्वकैर् ध्रुवं गमिष्यन्ति सुहृद्दृक्षवः अहं च तस्मिन् भवताभिकामयि सहोपनीतं परिबर्हमर्हितुम्. Hare Krishna. Now please repeat the translation after me. The chaste lady Sati, the daughter of Daksha, heard the heavenly denizens flying in the sky conversing about the great sacrifice being performed by her father. When she saw that from all directions the beautiful wives of the heavenly denizens, their eyes very beautifully glittering, were near her residence and were going to the sacrifice dressed in fine clothing and ornamented with earrings and necklaces with lockets. She approached her husband, the master of the bhutas, in great anxiety and spoke as follows. Sati said, "My dear Lord Shiva, your father-in-law is now executing great sacrifices, and all the demigods, having been invited by him, are going there. If you desire, we may also go." I think all my sisters must have gone to this great sacrificial ceremony with their husbands just to see their relatives. I also desire to decorate myself with the ornaments given to me by my father and go there with you to participate in that assembly. Om Gnānatimirāndasya Gnānāñjana-Salakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vācālam Pangam Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Krishna Chaitanya Devam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaitam Sarator Pangor Mama Mandamate Gatim Matsarvasva Padam Bojo Radha Madanamohano Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namaha Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamaline Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangre. Hare Krishna. I request devotees please come a little bit forward, so those who come late can sit comfortably in the back. Please come forward, all of you. Hare Krishna. So, the chaste lady Sati, who is the daughter of Daksha, she heard the heavenly denizens flying in the air, in the sky, conversing about the great sacrifice which was to be conducted by Daksha. They were all excited, and she could see that in all directions these aeroplanes were flying, and beautiful wives of the heavenly denizens, their eyes very beautifully glittering, were near her residence, and they were going to the sacrificial arena. Now when girls and women are excited, their eyes will be glittering, correct? And that's how the attraction between a man and woman takes place actually. Now you can see the interview given by successful ladies or Bollywood actresses, the way they talk, the way they articulate, the way they gesture, it becomes very dear to those people who are seeing it actually. They purposely do it actually. Great celebrities, they may be movie stars, they may be cricketers, there may be, I was just watching one video. There is one cricketer by name Smriti Mandhana. She is a lady cricketer, woman cricketer, and she was invited to speak speak on some subject to the podium actually. So when she was coming, nicely dressed, all these male cricketers, everybody's eyes were riveted on her actually. That is the kind of attraction, which develops between a man and a woman actually. So that is where samsara starts. That's where samsara starts. Now we may not feel it much actually, but when the hormones are raging, when you are young, we become captivated and we also become victimized actually. We become victimized. Everybody agree with me? It is nothing but, I am not only talking about we getting victimized, even the girls also. When they see a handsome boy dressed nicely, this goes on, that's why there is in Bhajagovindam, there is one beautiful shloka, Balastavat Kridasaktaha.
Tarunastavat tarunisaktaha. Vruddhastavat chintasaktaha. Parabrahmani kopinasaktaha. Balastavat kridasaktaha. See, now young boys and girls, now I am not talking about our temple children, they are really great actually. You see any karmi children, they always want to go to park, they always want to play, even here also you can see children chasing each other. We become, our heartbeat starts going up actually, whether they will fall down or not. So, children, they want to play actually. If you go and tell them, come Bhagavatam classes there, I am sure there will not be any takers for that. Tarunastavat tarunisaktaha. When 5, 6 college students, whether boys or girls, they are assembled, they are whispering to each other. You don't have to be an Einstein to guess what they are talking. What they will be talking? They will be talking about the opposite sex. Macha, such and such a girl is so beautiful. How I can get her contact number? And the girls will be talking, oh, this guy is really handsome, yeah. He's very nice and he talks so nicely. You don't have to be a genius to guess what they are talking. Tarunastavat tarunisaktaha. Vruddhastavat chintasaktaha. Now when you become old age, Srimad Prabhu was telling the other day, we were sitting in the last Friday, he says after 60 or 63 or 65, all the focus is on what will happen to us in our old age. How we will successfully negotiate our old age. Chinta, means we become worried actually, who will take care of us. Correct, Prabhu? We were discussing who will take care of us. So, Vruddhastavat chintasaktaha. So, when we become bogged down by all these during childhood, playing, during youth, the opposite sex, and during old age, worry. So, where is the time for us to Parabrahmani kopinasaktaha? When the asakti will come for thinking about Lord Shri Krishna, the Parabrahma. Correct, no? So, is it not victimization? Are we not victimized? The material nature is so very powerful. Material nature is so very powerful. And who said this? She will never sleep. Mother nature, material nature, she will never sleep. She is always looking for an opportunity to, captivate you and ensnare you and victimize you. So, mother, be very, very careful. So, when things happen like this, even our own temple devotees, what to speak of devotees, great Maharajas, they had a fall down. Great Maharajas, they had a fall down. So what to speak of, neophytes who are just keeping baby steps in Krishna consciousness. What to speak of us? So why I am saying this, Mother Sati's eyes glittered, the denizens of heaven, those women, very nicely dressed, they are all jubilant, they are going to the sacrificial arena. I mean, there is not much, vairagya, or there is not, I want to see the sacrifice which is being done for the Lord. That was not the intention. They wanted to meet all their friends, everybody was coming, excitement, well dressed, the exuberance of youth, everything combined, it created a very heady cocktail, So you see young men and women who are married, when they go to some party, how they go? You can see all the cricketers, Bollywood stars, they will go hand in hand. And sometimes, the man will hold his hand over the woman's shoulders, and the wife, the beautiful wife, who can speak so nicely in English, who can so nicely socialize with others, it is like a trophy for him. Correct? We all have experienced this. When a young man gets married, the beautiful wife he has is like a paritoshaka. Paritoshak means a trophy. Oh, see, I have got such a nice wife. And she is so well dressed, and she can speak English nicely. She can socialize with all the people nicely. So he will introduce very proudly his wife to all his friends and all the relatives. They all will be looking at her, like as if she is a something she has fallen down from heaven. So this is called Mada. Mada. Janmaishwarya Shruta Shribir Edamana Mada Puman Naivar Hatti Budatum Vai Twamakinchana Gocharam. So when you are having this kind of fear, what is fear? Janma. I am born in such and such a illustrious family. My father is a great businessman. My father is a Rotarian. My father is a lion. My father is a big businessman. My father is the CEO of a big company or some High Court judge, Supreme Court judge. How you will behave? Or my father is Mukesh Ambani. How? But his children are really very down to earth and very decent. I am not saying them. So when your father is very rich and you come from an illustrious family, how much ego you have? Correct, Prabhu? you will be puffed up actually, Janma, Aishwarya, great opulence, great opulence, lots of money, property, and नौकर चाकर सब है तो आदमी पूरा घूम जाता है उसका, करेक्ट ना. जन्म ऐश्वर्य श्रुता, very well educated, MS in some American university. That's why people are so crazy to go to America. No? You go to recently Trump cut all the aid which was given to which university was that? Harvard University. Yes, he cut all the aid which was given to. Otherwise, our Indians were very fond of going there. I am Harvard educated. I am Oxford educated. So Shruta means education. So you become a MBBS, MS, and you become a specialized surgeon. So if you ask them Friday, Sunday morning or Friday morning, get up and come and sit in Srimad Bhagavatam class, how many of those highly educated people they will come and sit? Whereas our devotees, they are so simple, they are so humble. They come up, get up early 4 o'clock, and they come and sit in the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Sometimes they may be dozing, doesn't matter. Even if you are dozing, the very fact that you are sitting in the Bhagavatam class itself is a great. Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shri. Shri means bodily beauty. See, handsome people, handsome men and beautiful women. Their whole consciousness is focused on their body because they are beautiful. Handsome people, the way they dress, the shoes they wear, the pant, they carry themselves with so much of confidence. Women also same. They will be, I don't want to go into the details. So when you are blessed with bodily beauty, it becomes a big impediment in the path to. I am not saying it's a common rule. There are beautiful people, handsome people, still they are very much surrendered to Krishna. But on a general note, when Krishna blesses you with high education, very wonderful bodily beauty or good parentage and very high level of education, definitely they become they act like a fever and they cannot lift their hands and say Krishna, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. They cannot say this. Hari Bol, wonderful. They cannot do that. Correct? Whereas we can do. We can dance, we can sing, we can glorify Krishna, and when the senior devotees come, we have no hesitation in going and holding their feet. We don't have any hesitation. Do we have? We can easily, I can go and easily catch hold of Samudra Chaitanya Das Prabhu's feet. I don't have any shame in doing that. Whereas, people who are having this fear, they have difficulty in doing that. And Mother Sati, she was having great anxiety. Why? Anxiety comes when you want to go and you are depending on somebody else's approval. Correct? See, for men usually that anxiety will, because if you want to do something, you will go and do it actually. Now there is no, when we are children, yes, my mother would say, I will give you only half an hour, that period you can go and play, after that you have to come back. And I can see from the window all my friends are playing cricket, everything nicely, then I would be in so much of anxiety. When she will allow me to go and play? At last she will say, now 6:30 Ravi, 7 o'clock you should be back. 7 o'clock, that was this is during the exam. Otherwise she would allow us at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock we have to come, we have to wash our hand, feet, wash our face, then she would put basma, because we are born in a Sparta Brahmin family, she would put basma, then Maggi Pustaka, there will be a small book, 1 into 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, first there will always be Margashara Rutu, that Rutu, this Rutu, and which are the all these details. Namaste Yakundendu Tuchar Haradavada Suprasthana, Namaste Saraswati De, Saraswati Shloka, Lakshmi Shloka, all she would recite, make us recite one by one. Then 7 to 7:30, that was the program. Then she will serve us dinner, and 9 o'clock we used to go to sleep, 9:30 maximum. So why I am saying, when you have that desire and when you want to depend on somebody else's approval, then what happens? Anxiety will develop. So Sati came anxiously to her husband Shiva. See, all these people are going to my father's yajna, and I am sure all my sisters would have come. They would be coming with all the ornaments my father has given. I also have a lot of ornaments which my father has given. I wear all of them nicely, and I also, if he is foolish, I also can come with you. See how she is saying. She is not saying I want to go, because she is such a chaste lady. She says, if you would like to go, I will also accompany you. See, this is the samsara actually. No? So women, they want to dress themselves very nicely, all the ornaments. They go to marriage function where all their cousin sisters, brothers have come. Men also, those who are employed in good jobs, software companies, they will come with their cars, nice perfume. So always there is a display of their education, their beauty, their wealth. Women will be proudly, girls will be telling proudly about their husband. See, my husband takes care of me so nicely. My in-laws are so great. We have 4 cars in our house. And the boys will be talking about their office matters. So this is going on. Will they be discussing about Krishna Katha during those meetings? Definitely not actually. But when devotees assemble, what they will be discussing? Machitta, Madgata Prana, Bodhayanta, Parasparam, Kathayantascha Mam Nitya, Tushyanti cha, Ramanti cha. When devotees meet, the discussion is not on, these topics. The discussion is on the topics related to Krishna. Correct? Everybody agree? When Hariseva Hanuman Prabhu comes to my house, he will talk something about temple actually. Prabhu, today somebody has offered bhoga, tomorrow I am going to temple. There will be some discussion on temple actually. But when karmi people, they assemble, the only discussion will be job, only discussion will be money, which car you bought, which saree you are wearing, which ornament you are wearing, only this much. So that is a life which is wasted. It goes in vain. That's why Sati comes and gives a proposal. All my sisters would have come. I also would like to wear all the ornaments. In this regard, there is a beautiful shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srila Prabhupada says, it is a woman's nature to want to decorate herself with ornaments and nice dresses and accompany her husband to social functions. That's exactly what I was saying. Why? Because display. Will display and bragging about themselves. Not only Matajis, our temple Matajis, they never do that. I am talking about karmis actually. So this propensity is not unusual. That's why Stri means in Sanskrit, Stri means one who expands the field of material enjoyment. A Stri will always expand the field of material enjoyment. Again I am telling, this is applicable only to the karmi Stris, not to the temple Matajis. You are all helping your husbands. I have to fold my hands in respect and gratitude to all the temple Matajis, because you people are encouraging and pushing your husbands. In fact, we are very lax in our sadhana, but Matajis, they ensure that we chant properly, we always eat Krishna Prasadam, we do our Svadhyay. So a big, I would request all of you, please say one time Haribol to all the temple Matajis. Haribol! So, there is one shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam which is very, very pertinent actually. Pumsa striya mituli bhavametam tayormito hृदय grantimaho ato graha kshetra sutapta vittair janasya moho ayamaham mameti. The translation goes like this. The attraction between male and female is the basic principle of material existence. On the basis of this misconception, which ties together the hearts of the male and female, one becomes attracted to his body, home, property, children, relatives, and wealth. In this way, one increases life's illusions and thinks in terms of I and mine. So, this attraction between a male and female is the very basis of our material existence. If this attraction were not to be there, this whole material existence would collapse actually. There will be no material existence. The material existence is continuing only because of this principle, the attraction between male and female. And when they come together, all, as I told you, Stri means one who expands the material happiness actually. So when the Srila Prabhupada also used to say, a boy is very good, a girl is very good, a man is very good, and a woman is very good. But when they come together, there is going to be a big problem actually. Correct? When they come together, there is a big problem. Problem not in the sense there is some calamity or no. Because when they come together, they develop very strong ties, actually, very strong ties. When a woman and man unite, they develop a very strong affection, very strong bond, very strong tie, which is very, very difficult to break away. Unless and until the big hammer of Krishna consciousness, big hammer of Krishna consciousness, if you can cut it, if you can hammer it, then only. I am not saying don't love your wife and children, don't love your husband and children. By all means, we have to do it. But the center point should be Krishna. Without that, if you become only attracted towards family, then we will be in for a very big heartbreak. Very big heartbreak. Because eventually, either today or tomorrow, after 20 years, or after 30 years or 40 years, you will realize that everybody takes care of their own interest. Nobody, people will say, Vada karle sajna, there is one song, हम आपसे जुदा नहीं होता है, जन्म जन्म तक हम लोग साथ में ही रहेंगे. How it is possible? My own cousin sister, she is having her breast cancer. She must have undergone some 8-10 rounds of chemo. Every time she undergoes chemo, again it comes. Now she stopped all the treatment. Even doctor said there is no point. So the other day I was talking to my brother-in-law. He said, Ravi, not only your sister is suffering, you are also suffering, because seeing her suffering is a big suffering for us actually. See, sometimes what happens, when your own people whom you loved, they are suffering so much, then you feel that, let these people, go away, so that I can, my so many instances, my cousin sister, she had come here, I had brought her to Bahrain also. Her husband died of mouth cancer actually. He was a smoker, he died of mouth cancer. Last time when I talked to her, she was saying, oh Ravi, I went through such a terrible time for 10 long years when my husband was suffering. I was really praying to God that let him take him as soon as possible. Because to see him suffer like that is a big punishment for me. So what happens, after some time, we become Adi Bhautik. We become Adi Bhautik to each other. We become a source of misery to each other when our health is not good. Now when you are young, everything is fine actually. Oh, my husband is so sweet, my wife is so good. But when diseases come, when poverty comes, or some problems come, we become a source of misery to each other. This we will realize after many years. But when you are in the fever of Javani, then you will not realize it. So there are some intelligent people, due to their previous punya samskara, they will see to it very early in their life that there is no, there is no happiness in this material world. But people like us who are, we don't understand actually. But Krishna has his own way of making us understand actually. So problems will come, suffering will come, cancer. The other day I was listening to a class given by Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. He was telling about the suffering in the material world. He was saying one devotee has written to him. He had shingles. How many of you know shingles? Shingles means it's a rare skin infection actually, and it is such a terrible pain actually. He says the devotee has written to Bhakti Vikas Maharaj as if somebody has taken a hammer and they are slowly crushing all my bones actually. That is the kind of punishment I was going. And you all know dengue. Dengue, how many of you know dengue fever? Dengue is not only fever. You develop such a horrible pain in your joints that you will say death would be more welcome than suffering this pain. See, is there any shortage of suffering in this material world? Just think about it. Is there any shortage? Both, plenty of suffering is available. Only we have to become eligible to suffer it. How we become eligible? We break the laws of God. We do papa kritya. We do papa kritya, then you can invite as much suffering as possible. There is no shortage. Plenty of suffering is available. Happiness is very difficult to get, but suffering कुछ कमी नहीं है. If you are really determined to suffer, commit so many sinful activities and you can suffer nicely all throughout your life. But if you want to get happiness, if you want to get shanti, if you want to get peace, you have to come to Krishna consciousness. Otherwise it is not possible. Why? Because the kama, the desire for happiness is so much strong in people that unless and until you engage in devotional service, it is not possible to break this bondage of a man and a woman, the attraction between a man and a woman. It is not possible. See, the snake which bites you, where does it reside? Snake, it will go into a bila. Bila means hole, snake hole. It is sitting there smugly, and it has already bitten so many people. So now when the snake bites and it goes and slithers and goes into the hole, many people come with lathis. Lathi. They are beating on the surface. Do you think snake is affected? It is going and sitting comfortably inside the hole. If you आप लाठी ऊपर से इतना भी बरसाओ, सांप को कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. If you really want to kill the snake, where you have to go? That same lathi which you are wielding, you have to dig deep. Then you can, when you see the snake, one blow and it will be finished. Correct? Otherwise, if you on the surface, if you go on beating, snake is not affected. You karo kitna chahiye utna karo, it will say. Similarly, this kama, this attraction, where it is sitting, if it is there sitting here on my thighs or on my hand, immediately I can give a shot and kill it actually. But where it is sitting? It is sitting deep inside you. It is there in your chitta or subconscious mind. All the enjoyment which you have carried out in Bahukoti Janma, crores and crores of lives, everything has been recorded as an impression in your chitta or subconscious mind. It is only waiting for an opportunity to once again sprout. See, when summer, now it is summer, you cannot see any greenery outside. But the first showers, immediately you can start seeing some green sprouts. Actually. Similarly, kama is hidden deep within you. If you want to, kill it, what you have to do? You have to use the danda. You have to use the danda of nama. Nama. What is nama? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Take the danda. Dig deep. What you dig deep? Not the earth. You dig deep your antakarna or your consciousness. There you can see all your enemies. They have built villas and they are comfortably sitting there. Then you take the danda of nama. Kalikale Namarupa Krishna Avatar. In Kaliuga, no other sadhana. Only nama. Nama japa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Hare. When you do devotional service, starting with nama, then what happens? That snake of lust, envy, krodh, anger, everything can be killed. That's why Arjuna asks a very significant question in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. He asks Krishna, Hey Krishna, atakena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anicham api varshniya baladiva niyojitaha. Hey Krishna, hey Vasudeva, what is it that baladiva niyojita, what is it that forcefully impelling me to commit sinful activities? Atakena papam charati purushaha. It is forcing me to commit sinful activities. But I am not so much interested. Atakena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anicham. Although I am not having much interest, baladiva niyojita. As if being impelled, pushed, it is asking me to commit sinful activities. Then Krishna says a very beautiful answer. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kama Esha Krodha Esha Rajo Guna Samudbhavaha Mahashano Mahapapmam Vidyenam Iha Vairinam. Vidyenam Iha Vairinam. Iha means in this loka, in this birth, in this janma, you don't have any greater enemy, greater vairi than kama and krodha. And how do they originate? Kama yesha krodha yesha rajo guna samudbhavaha. So, if you say, oh, I will donate some money to temple, I will sponsor one day's prasadam, or I will give in charity, I will go to Vruddhashrama, I will give saris and shawl to all the inmates. See, these are all not bad. I am not saying it is bad. See, you will do something, you will collect some punya, but once again, Rajoguna, Kama, Yasha, Krodha, you will go commit so many sinful activities, and again you will incur papa also. But if you want to remove from the root the tendency to sin, then dāna, dharma, charity, this will not help. This will not help. It will not help at all. If you want to remove from the jad, that root, the tendency to commit sinful activities, nama is the only recourse. Nama japa, devotional service is the only recourse. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So if you are engaged in devotional service, we are starting with nama japa, then gradually what will happen? See, nama is so powerful. The other day I was reading Guru Maharaj. How many of you have Guru Maharaj app? Every day messages come. How many of you have this? Please raise your hand. Yes. At least in a day, some 6-7 messages will come. Guru Maharaj will say, now I am undergoing dialysis. Then I was dictating some emails. I was reading the reports. Then he will say, night without fail. See, we don't have time. We are so busy, we don't have time to read Srila Prabhupada's books. But our Guru Maharaj is sitting idle, no, Guru Maharaj. So he has time to read Srila Prabhupada's books. Every day, before he goes to sleep, he will read. Now he is reading Nectar of Devotion. In that, he told, the sinful people, the other day, just 4 or 5 days back, he told, the sinful people can go on committing sinful activities. But they cannot commit so much sins that one utterance of the name Krishna can burn to ashes the whole thing. One utterance of the name Krishna can burn to ashes the big mountain of sins they have committed. Actually, the moment Guru Maharaj was written, the moment I read this, I said Krishna, 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 and all my parents, all my servants joined in saying Krishna, 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 Krishna. One time with full bhav, with full faith, if you can utter the name of Krishna, it can burn down to ashes the sinful activities you have committed in. So that is the mercy of the Lord. We cannot understand how much Lord is merciful towards us. Have you ever understood this concept? We say, okay, hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu. But how much Karuna? How much Karuna Sindhu is? That we are only mechanically uttering in our mouth, but we have not experienced Krishna's mercy. It is like Karuna Sindhu, it is like an ocean. And what qualification do we need to attract that mercy? What qualification we need? Without any qualification, Krishna will give his mercy. See, our devotees we devotees are the only ones who is getting prasadam. Ants are eating, elephants are eating, karmi people are eating. Is there any shortage of food in Bahrain? There is no shortage of food in Bahrain. You see, Bahraini families, they will go and they will bring this much big load. They have freezers in their home to collect all the fruits, vegetables, meat, big freezers actually. Whereas we devotees will bring only very little actually, correct? Only for that day or next day. So there is, Krishna has provided in plenty to everybody. There is no shortage. But when you go against his laws, then you are made to suffer. When you go break his laws, you have to suffer. So when you are suffering, don't say, I have been chanting, I have been coming to temples for so many years. This is what what Krishna is giving. Don't say like that. Your suffering is brought about by your own papa, your own sinful activities. So tattenu kampam susuvikshamano. Bunjan, tell me, anybody? P? Yes. Aham. Bunjana. So anyway, I will tell you the meaning of the shloka. When suffering comes to you, a devotee undergoing significant suffering, but he will not blame Krishna, he will not blame other people, he will not blame his wife, he will not blame his... He is patiently tattenu kampam susuvikshamano, and he is eating bunjana kritam vivapi. Patiently suffering his reactions to his misdeeds, but all the time with his body, mind and words, he is offering obeisances to Krishna and patiently waiting for his mercy. For such a devotee, liberation becomes his what? Birthright. Correct? So, see, a son doesn't have to exert himself to inherit his father's property. Does he have to do anything? Suppose Prabhuji's father is a billionaire. Do you have to go and press father's feet every day to get his property? And you are the only son. You don't have to do anything. Just be with your father, and when he dies, all the property will be inherited to you. Similarly, those devotees are sitting here. You don't have to do any extra thing, extra special things. We think that, oh, Krishna is somewhere up in the sky. I have to make big sacrifices, I have to make big puja to catch his attention. No. You are already in the embrace of Krishna. Krishna has already embraced you. All you have to do is be in Krishna consciousness, just survive in Krishna consciousness to inherit his mercy. It is your birthright. Who can deny that? No. Anant Ambani, does he have to go and kiss his father every day, kiss his mother every day? After you die, please give me your property. Does he have to do that? No. He just has to be with his parents, and automatically all the billions which they have amassed, everything will be transferred to him. Correct? He doesn't have to do any. All he has to do is stay with his parents. Similarly, all you have to do is stay in this big boat which Srila Prabhupada has built. This ISKCON is a big boat, where our whole world can sit comfortably and they can cross over this ocean of samsara and go back home, back to Godhead. So those people, see, I am not saying all. Some people, definitely they will be having some suffering in their lives. So such people, I am telling it to myself also, such people should not blame anybody. You patiently suffer the reactions of our past mistakes, all the time, glorifying Krishna with the danda of Nam, and patiently waiting for his mercy. So patiently waiting for his mercy. Such people don't have to, no worries at all. You will become eligible to go back home, back to Godhead by virtue of being just in this moment of Srila Prabhupada. This is the truth actually. Bhagavatam is confirmed. I am not saying this, Bhagavatam is saying this. Just be with your parents to inherit their property. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to build big temples. You don't have to become a big devotee. Everybody will say, oh, such and such Prabhu, he has built Vrindavan temple, he has built. No. Just you take your japamala and complete your 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra every day without fail, with Shraddha, with Bhakti, with love, with affection. Don't break the 4 regulative principles. That's very, very important. Don't break the 4 regulative principles. Chant your rounds with so much of love and affection. Eat only Krishna Prasadam and be in the association of devotees, and you will be effortlessly transferred to Golok Vrindavan at the end of this journey. Does everybody agree with me? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If there are any questions or comments, please. So now everybody got the assurance, comfort that even if you are suffering now, that is not permanent actually. Suffering is only, see, devotees, they don't suffer. Devotees, they don't suffer like karmis. Karmis, the suffering comes because of the misdeeds they have done. For devotees, sometimes God himself gives them suffering just to make them shine actually, just to make them shine. The last traces of some material attachments they may have, he will remove them and he will take them back home, back to Godhead. So you all are in that category. Last traces of whatever is there, some pinpricks he may give, and he will effortlessly take you back home, back to Godhead. So assuring, isn't it? So it gives, see, this kind of thinking, this kind of chintan gives us so much of hope, so much of comfort, so much of confidence that we are in the right direction. We are doing the right things. Only thing is, we have to be in Krishna consciousness, we have to chant our rounds, we have to follow the regulative principles, be in the association of devotees, and our going back home, back to Godhead is guaranteed. Okay? Any other questions?
or comments? Does everybody agree with me what I said? Matajis? Agreed? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So Prabhu has nicely explained how it starts from the youth. From the youth as a boy and the girl, and then when they come together, they get connected, and then the misery starts. So there is no shortage of miseries when they get connected. So after that, Prabhuji has nicely compared this, given an analogy of how to get this as a snake. The snake, the snake, it goes into the hole, and then we should have a stick. The stick, Prabhuji has compared it to the holy name. So the holy name, you beat that stick, that lust. So the lust, we need to find out and beat that lust and then get it cleared. So assurance has been given from Prabhuji, has nicely taken from Brahma's these prayers. So we just connected, we always get connected. So Prabhupada also gives another example how the electrical appliances gets the power. As long as it is getting connected to the powerhouse, it gets always get the power. So we always get connected with the powerhouse of Sri Srimad Bharaneshwar, so that we all get that power from the Lordships through our Guru Parampara to our Guru Maharaj, through our senior devotees. So that will help us. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So we'd like to thank Prabhuji by chanting one time Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Tomorrow Saturday 19th.